to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but we saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Spartans offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Childs. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The play-action fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. Got some room to run. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They are up by 7 over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Looking to pass, it's Childs. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Barney. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can get it.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of time. Passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue.
Oh, he's got some space. Smacks him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where he goes out of bounds as this offense panic cooking on that one. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll take it himself.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just...
Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Childs. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Johnson. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Now the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes the easy one to the back. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCray. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll give it to Johnson. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
With the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Good jet sweep pass. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pickup. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff to Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players, but these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. The sure hands, it's Bonner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of all plays. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bringing the heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Power football with the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would turning it on.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Kelly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for room. It's Ives. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The give to the tailback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass, it's Childs. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.